This is Dean on the scene. We are here at the third annual DC Black Film Festival, and we have the president of the local Washington Area Film Critics Association, Tim Gordon. How you doing, Tim?
Sir, I'm fantastic. I'm always happy when I get a chance to talk to you.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a long history together. So
We do. We
Yes,
do indeed.
absolutely. So, the third annual DC Black Film Festival. Are there any films that stand out for you this year?
You know what? Honestly, I've looked over the lineup and I've read the synopsis. When we talk about stuff that I'm excited about, I'm excited for everything. I just appreciate the experience of what it means in order to put on a film festival after having done one of my own. So the fact that this is his third bite at the apple, and that he's not only doing it again here at the Miracle, but expanding it and doing work down at the Mayflower this year, I think is absolutely important. And it's a festival that I think continues to grow in popularity. As I said to somebody earlier when I talked in an interview, no disrespect to any other film festival that happens in DC, but I think Kevin has a tremendous opportunity because this is poised to kind of really explode. The city needs something like this right now, and I think the DC Black Film Festival can actually fill that void and fill it quite well.
Absolutely, especially since it's in DC proper, in the Miracle Theater. As you said, it expanded this year with the Mayflower Hotel. Now, speaking, you just had a film festival recently. You had the Lakefront Film Festival all the way in Columbia, Maryland. So what were some of the lessons that you learned from your first year putting out your great film festival?
Well, it's funny. Kevin and I were constantly in contact throughout that whole period. As he was playing in DCBFF, I was playing at Lakefront. And I told him a couple of minutes ago when I saw him, I said, man, if nobody else understands the struggle of doing this, I understand because I just went through it firsthand.
Yes.
When you heard me say earlier that I think what he's doing is really, really important, this is the third time out, man. I did one of these, man, and this thing is a lot of work, man. The fact that he's able to kind of marshal the troops, not only kind of maintain these relationships, but also, as I said, expand this festival. The films, I had a chance because I was also a voter that helped him select some of these films. The films are always going to be fantastic. You got a ton of African American and African folks of the African diaspora who are creatives, who are creating in the space, whether it's social films, whether it's kind of rom-coms, action films. There's always going to be something at a film festival that I think will play well for any audience that's there.
Indeed. So we want to say to the people who want to becoming filmmakers but need that extra advice from people like us, what do you want to say to them?
Man, honestly, you got to just stick to it, man. I mean, I think for me that it's not just about the writing anymore, and we used to think about distribution. There's so many different ways that creatives can get their films out there, whether it's online, through streaming services, or just the terrestrial way of trying to get it in theaters. But I think that the thing that filmmakers, that they're watching us right now, what I would tell them to concentrate on is that you just got to keep on going, man. And you look at some of the early pioneers in the game, man, who put money, use their credit cards, max those out, called in friends and families and favors. Even if you have to streamline it down in order to get your story across the finish line, you just got to keep on going, man.
Indeed. Now, 2019, the summer's almost wrapping up. What are some of your favorite summer films? I have to ask that question.
Man, I can keep it real. That's my thing.
That's you.
I don't think it's really been a good summer, man. I mean, outside of Endgame that opened up the summer.
Yeah.
You had Lion King that kind of came and went. So Hobbs and Shaw came and went. There's a bunch of smaller films like The Farewell, I think is one that's good. I've heard great things about Brian Banks. I haven't seen it yet. To me, it's just been an uneven summer. And right now, I think it's something that people in our industry, it bears watching, that you have one monster company in Disney that's sucking so much oxygen out the room. I think it's hard for any other studio and all of the independents to even get a space in right now between the Lion King, Spider-Mans, Dumbos, all the stuff that Disney is just putting out. So to me, I think it's, in a way, I see it as being problematic because I don't think we should have any one company that dominates in that way. So I think for me, the summer has felt very uneven, man. And this is probably the first summer in a long time that I've almost felt detached from the film summer.
I definitely agree with you. So, what do you want to say to the people who are not out here at the DC Black Film Festival?
You want me to look him in the camera and tell him?
Oh yeah, definitely look in the
man,
camera
okay.
and tell them why they need to be here.
This is DC's premier. I would say not just Black Film Festival. I think it's his premier festival right now, and I think people need to come out here, show support for what Kevin Sampson is trying to do as his vision continues to unfold. It's only going to get bigger and better, and I think we're going to be sitting here in about another couple of years, man. This thing will have exploded, and he's going to be touching the various parts of the city, which I think is a part of his vision.
Indeed, well. Well, Tim, thank you very much.
Not a problem, sir.
Excellent.
There's a guy right there you need to interview.
Oh, yeah, we got
right there.
many people and much more at the DC Black Film Festival. And don't forget, you can check us out at dcbff.org. From the Miracle Theater, this is Dean Rogers and Tim Gordon.